Right then, guys, we just thought we'd have a quick run through an auction review, effectively. September auction review. Some of the highs, some of the lows, bits and pieces. We're going to start off with some motorbikes because we keep being asked to feature more motorcycles. So we're very fortunate this auction to have three lovely Kawasaki's, slightly different models, one here, one over there, one next door. Kawasaki 500. We keep saying the bike market is on the floor, and I think generally it is on the floor. It really is. Values are on the floor.
It's a buyer's market at the moment.
But every now and then you get something that, like that, absolutely superb, lovely, £6,200 that bike. So here we are telling the world the motorbike values are on the floor and blah, blah, blah. And generally speaking, they are. We are not telling porcupines. But every now and then you get a lovely bit of kit like that and it bucks the trend. Simple as that. 6,200, 5,800, the sister bike over there, which I thought did really well.
They did, and they did really well. There's always exceptions to rules, isn't there, in life? And I don't think the industry's changed in any way, shape or form. It's that those top cars or bikes will always do those top numbers, and you will struggle to get a nicer example than a couple of these Kawasaki's, as Paul's mentioned, and they are out the box.
They're lovely.
And consequently, they make out the box money. The very nice ones just make very nice money, and the okay ones make okay money. The exceptional wow ones will make wow money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, I was really pleased with the outcome of these. I thought they did well. So £6,200 that one, 5,800 the 400 there, which again I thought was good money. You know, when we're saying to people you need £2,500, £3,000 now to get a good bike, which I still think is the case.
Yeah, yeah.
And then these go on and do considerably more. These ones are just coming in for October.
This is the difference between a good bike and a bike that you can put in a glass cabinet and put in your sitting room. That's the difference. That's the thing.
CBR.
That's a hell of a bike. Hello, boys. Hello, boys. Hello, boys. Hey, Brune. Hey, Marv. Good boys. Good boys.
Billiard table did really well.
Yeah, did nice.
You can't play on that anymore.
Or something like that for that, yeah. I thought it would do maybe 1,500, somewhere in the teens, but it went on.
Did it do about 3.5?
Oh, did it go up to 3.5?
I think it did about 3.5.
I remember looking at 2.5 at one point.
I think it did about 35. And yeah, because I thought, like you, I thought, you know, a couple of grand, it'll do a couple of grand, won't it? Because it's lovely. And I'm sure it did 3.5. I'm sure it did, yeah. Yeah, it just kept going. Wet
Nice
bike did really well.
Oh no, they want me to go on that somewhere.
Oh, you've got to.
No, I don't think I have got to.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Oh.
No, it doesn't. It's not shouting "get on me."
Bit more
That's
your
shouting
thing.
more "get on me" than the wet bike. Bless it. But yeah, that looks like it's that looks like you're going to get stranded at sea. Personally, on that one, yeah. Yeah, we've got a couple more of these. These are going in next sale. That's next sale. They're from the Skoda VRS advert a few years ago. We sold one. There's two more to go.
Yeah, and
TZR done well, but then it's going to, isn't it? Nice little bike, lovely little bike, nice little bike. The sort of bike that we were absolutely killed for when we were younger. So that did very well. Nice to see. Don't know what others did, to be honest with you. There's a couple more.
4550, that little yummy.
4550, yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Nice little bike, that.
That should have done more.
That's a pretty bike.
Yeah, again, in lovely order. I think it did about 5,000 if memory serves.
I'm sure the Kawasaki 250 did well.
But I'm sure it did about £5 grand. The Norton just got away, that just met reserve. The Triton there.
Yeah, we've made more money of them before.
We have.
Yeah.
So again, that just demonstrates what the bike market is doing.
And the little FS1E didn't make a fortune. I don't know if it actually got away in the end. Lot number 816. I think I was on with that, and a real pretty little bike, which normally speaking would have zoomed away, but I don't think it actually did. It was a little bit.
Not 896.
No, I don't think it did, and it should have done. There's always someone for a little FS1E because they can relate to it. But again, that gives you a bit of you know, a bit of a guide, isn't it? We've got the little Yami 100 there, you know, which went on and sold quite well. And then we've got the FS1E, which you would think would be a more saleable bike, that didn't. Yeah, strange, isn't it? There's no pattern to this.
No.
Other than the fact that out-the-box stuff does good money. Other than that, there's no pattern to it. No, none at all.
Again, the British bikes, as we keep saying, they're terrific value. Terrific value.
Sadly, yeah, as Paul was saying, BSA, Royal Enfield, Triumph, very difficult. Very, very difficult. Yeah, which is a shame. It is a shame.
But 866, that.
Yeah, I think that did okay in the end, didn't it? But yeah, the British Iron like this, it is difficult. It's got to be sold on both condition and value for money. But as we've said before,
£1,400.
it's ridiculous, isn't it?
Daft, isn't it?
Daft, really.
Yeah.
But it's all down to market and identifying it, and you identify a market. There isn't one for these at the moment. You know, the lads that had them 15 years ago plus, when they were 55.
Can't get their leg over.
No, and now 70, and they don't want one. And there's no one coming in to fill it, sadly. No one at all. The cars haven't been hit quite as bad, because obviously a car is a bit more user-friendly, isn't it, than a kickstart motorbike if you're 70. So the cars haven't been hit so bad. But the bikes, yeah, we're going through that funny time at the moment where there's a big void of buyers for certain age bands of bike, which they'll catch up. It will catch back up again, but do you know what? It could be another 5 years before they catch back up again, before the new generation start showing some interest in them. Which,
if they do.
If they do, I know.
The next generation really is your generation, isn't it? Our generation.
Which we may slip into that, might we? Because let's face it, Dad had them and Grandad had them, so we may go down that route, might we? And we may think, well, yeah, you know, Dad had one of them, didn't he? And I remember my Grandad having one of them, and maybe, because nostalgia is a massive influence on our purchases with regards to some of this stuff. And
we might do to polish and look at,
yeah,
but I can't see us doing to try and start and ride, you know.
Not necessarily, no.
£3,100 that one, £2,600 that one. I mean, we didn't shove our hand up. It's not a lot of money, really, is it? You know,
no.
You know, we still haven't shoved our hand up to clean them, have we? Never mind to use them. So
it'll be like you said. It won't be to use them. It'll be to put on display there, and then people will. What you got one of them for?
Replicate the photograph that's in the photo album. Dad stood next to one.
Dad had one.
That's what it'll be.
Had one. Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will.
No,
Sadly, it will.
Yeah, it's nearly easier to achieve more money for a chopper than it is a BSA.
Yeah, at one point, I can't think what came along, but at one point there was a motorbike that went under the hammer, and the lads had maybe that chopper or another. We had 2 or 3 choppers in, I can't think which one. And I said, look, ironically, this chopper, no, it wasn't that one actually, but I said, this chopper is going to make more money than that motorbike that we've just sold. You know, it's crazy, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
There you go.
Anyway, we'll wander through to the cars.
The Morris Thousands surprised me because we had 2 fairly similar cars in, I think, the same colour.
They were both green,
and yeah, I think one was 9 in the end, I think, but the other one maybe be 12 or 13.
15, 750.
Then. 15 then, nearly 16. The other one was 9, I think.
Yeah.
No, there was a bit of difference, but there was a £6,000 difference. I'm not so sure, but it just shows you, doesn't it, how it goes.
Yeah.
E-Type was good value for money, I thought.
I think they're becoming good value for money.
They are. I mean, if you think the one that behind Jake there on the camera,
54, I think.
54, £5,000 that car. Now, now I spoke to the owner of that car. He has £120,000 in that car.
Don't remind him.
So if that's not a good buy, I don't know what is. You tell me. The VWs continue to be difficult. You know what? I get offered probably, being realistically, half a dozen a week. VWs from split screens right the way through, and I turn down most of them. We allow 1 or 2 to come through, A, because there's such good value for money, if they're solid, you know, 2,000 or 3,000 quid, or if they're like that and they are really, really exceptionally nice, and we've got a van floating about somewhere, but can hardly get a bid on them. Crazy, isn't it? Can hardly get a bid on them. Yeah.
11 and a half.
Yeah, little Peugeot. Subaru made good money, I thought. Went on and made nearly 10,000, I think.
Did it really?
I think it did. Yeah. Yeah, that went on and made 10.
I think the Jeep did really well as well, did it not? One of the Jeeps certainly did.
The Jeep's going to our regular buyer in Guernsey.
I meant this Jeep. Sorry,
oh,
but even
oh,
so.
no, I meant the SJ Jeep. Someone stopped me yesterday and asked me if the Little Austin had sold. I said, I'm sure it did, because I said it was a nice car, it would have sold.
9.4 the pickup, you're right.
9.4, yeah, no, that did.
I think the little Farina did really well. I'm sure I was on with that. 732. And I'm pretty sure it kept on going.
It looks
I
like a
couldn't bring
lovely
the
little
hammer
car
down.
from here.
Yeah, no. 7,800.
Yeah.
Which for a little Farina did really, really well.
The Escort, I think, just peaked below 30 from memory. I think so. We get offered those all the time. All the time we get offered those. And there's the odd unicorn that goes and makes a fortune. But lot number 5.
28 and a quarter.
Yeah, there you are, just short of 30,000. And that's all you need now for an RS2000. The trouble is they've got such a hellish following on social media with all those, it's worth this, it's worth that, it's worth something else. They're not. No, they're not, sadly.
The Ford market has been affected the same as every other market, hasn't it? It really has.
I say the same thing. It doesn't matter if it's got a blue oval badge like that or if it's got a green oval badge like the cars we come to work in today, i.e. Land Rover. They've all been affected. They have all been affected.
They have.
There's, like I say, there's the odd, as we started the video this morning, there's the odd unicorn that blows away. If there is like a very, very stunning low mileage Defender or a very special Mark II Escort, but the norm have all been affected.
They have.
Yeah.
That did well. There's a couple of MGBs did well, I thought, this time for you know, to say they're not stunning cars. 6,800, that one.
They're really good value for money at the moment. MGBs in general are really good value for money, whether it be a GT or a Roadster, whether it be a rubber or a chrome. They are such good value for money. If you're thinking, yeah, I'd love to get into this movement, I don't know quite what to buy, you don't want to put a lot of money into what could maybe not work for you, buy yourself an MGB. Honestly, buy an MGB, whether it be a GT or a Roadster. A GT with a Webasto, full sunroof is perfect, but if not, buy yourself an MGB. You cannot fall off with an MGB. They're fantastic value for money at the moment. The club's a really proactive club. The spares department is endless. You get anything you want tomorrow. They are such an easy car to run, and it costs you probably 80, 90, 100 quid to get it insured for the year. No MOT, no road tax. It's like, it's as cheap a hobby as you're ever going to get, one of those.
They are, they're great. They are.
And then tell me then why, other than the fact it's lovely then, but why did the VX, is it VX 490? Why did the VX, is it a VX model?
Do £19,600.
Tell me then. Tell me then.
Well,
it's nice, don't get me wrong, it's nice. It's nice, 52,000 miles, probably be right, won't it? But
we had two people who couldn't live without it. I know.
I know.
So
I actually got the office to question one absentee bid. I said, just run that past.
No, there were
them.
internet bid and a phone bid.
Ah.
Yeah, there was, I can't remember who was on the phone,
Oh,
Mark,
well.
I think maybe on the telephone, and an internet bidder who
Well,
just kept between them.
there was a really high then, obviously not quite high enough, but there was a really high absentee, and I did get the office
On
to
that
ring.
car?
I did get the office to ring through,
Right.
and say, just make sure that's okay, because the car arrived with obviously a super sensible guide, about 5,000 or 6,000, maybe a bit more.
It was, I think, yeah.
So I thought, well, it's going to do double that, but I didn't think it would do double and then double again.
I know.
Yeah, but
I know.
the thing is, the car will go back into, I'm sure, it'll go back into long-term ownership.
That's right.
And that's exactly what I said on the rostrum. There are, if you want to break it down, if you want to simplify this movement as much as you possibly can, you've got two categories. You've got buying and selling cars, which go out. They go out for a year, they come back in. They go out for 2 years, they come back in. And then you've got the keeping cars. The quality is normally quite different. The keeping cars, they go out. You don't see them for 7 years, 8 years, 9 years. Then they come back in. So when that 8, 9, 10 years cycle comes round and the cars come up for sale, you've got to step in and buy them, because you might not get another chance for 7, 8, 9, 10 years.
They're not there, are they?
That's why.
No,
That's
exactly
why.
right.
That's why.
Yeah.
That is why.
So, did really well. Yeah. Thankfully, The Jensen
Oh yeah.
did well, gone.
I know. I thought we would be inheriting the Jensen.
No,
at
no,
one
we
point.
weren't going to be inheriting it. No, no. But we keep saying projects don't sell, don't cause the interest. But certain projects clearly do. And let's be honest, once it's done, you've got a very, very usable car, haven't you? You know, so there's projects and projects, isn't there? But I'm pleased
Even
to say
that's on the board, though, isn't it? Because I said to people, what dictates a project as far as a sale or interest with a project is the end value.
end value.
So
yeah.
if you've got a high end value, you've got a good chance, because not everyone's got in the position just to write a check out, have they, for 75,000 quid for an E-Type, 100,000, whichever. So end value, they've become quite affordable.
They have.
So they haven't arguably got a huge end value at the moment, have they?
No.
20,000 quid is in this industry. 20,000 quid is not a high end value, is it?
No, I suppose not.
So
no, I
that
suppose
one,
not.
I think, is like borderline, isn't it? I think it's just maybe just because it's a Jensen, really.
Yes.
But if that was your average Joe,
And I'm guessing it's because it's not a rotten as a pair,
No,
Jensen.
yeah.
You know, granted, I'm not belittling the work. There's a lot of work, but it's not a basket case.
No.
You know.
But if your average Joe, if you looked at it, come through on an email on paper, and you saw end value 20, you think they've.
He's got 15 grand to play with
Is
to
there
make
enough?
that end
Well,
value.
yeah.
You know, so it's just on 4.8. So, you know, effectively, he's got 15,000 to play with.
Yeah, true.
Which, if he can do a lot himself, he's laughing, isn't he? You know, if he's got to send it out to have it all done, then he's in trouble.
I always look and think, if it's got a 30, 40, 50, 60, 70,000 pound end value, you're going to stand a chance. Yeah. That was a very sensible price car, Paul, the little replica.
Yeah,
there, recreation.
35-ish.
No, it wasn't that. Don't think so. Where's the recreation there?
Down there.
Oh, is it? Oh, is that the? Oh, which one's that? Where's the?
That's the one with the Datsun Nissan engine, I think.
Ah, is it? Well, that was dead sensible, that one. Oh, yeah, that was right. Yeah, that was a bit more money, wasn't it? 30 odd, that one. Yeah. Yeah. That
What
was
did the ML do? That should have done well.
Late, pushing 10.
11.3.
Oh, yeah, 10, yeah.
11.3 did really well, really.
Yeah. The little Van den Pla, the little Princess, done stunning, didn't she? She's a lovely little car, though, isn't she?
Yeah, it's a little peach.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she is a lovely little car.
11.4.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's a wow car.
It's the sister car to the red one that
I
Bangers
thought it
and
was
Cash
when it
restored.
first come in. I'm thinking, hang on, because the Bangers and Cash team did a fantastic restoration one of these, and I thought, it's that car, because you don't normally see one as nice as that.
No,
here.
agreed.
And then they pointed out, no, that was burgundy.
It was
the
a
other
different
car.
colour.
I thought, oh yeah, of course it was, wasn't it? Yeah. But the level of finish and quality was up there. And that,
love the
again,
little car.
that's Kawasaki scenario, stunning car. You know, you'll have to look at. What would you have to
50.
look at? Yeah, I was going to say you're going to have to look at maybe 50 before you find one in that, and take you a year, if you could find one as that. If you could find one like that. So
You'll be doing
consequently, off they go.
Yeah.
Amphi car. 35, 6,
Yeah,
7,
thereabouts.
I think,
There was a handful of cars that did 34, 35, 36.
Amphi car, which I think the camera crew are going to follow. Hopefully we'll be able to see that going into some water at some point, and hopefully coming back out again, water point. Yeah.
The buyer's hoping it's going to come back out.
Yeah, he's going to come back out again. Yeah.
Well, I think that sort of concludes,
Yeah.
certainly for this building, our September auction.
I think across the whole sale, I'm quite pleased, because we're going to be 80-ish,
Oh,
probably
that
a bit
Alpha
more
romped
percent.
on and did really well. Yeah.
So I don't think we can sort of be too hard on ourselves for that. Timed auction is just going to run and clear up a few at the
The thing
end.
is, interest is still really good, isn't it? You know, the movement is still buoyant, and all right, we've witnessed figures up and down a little bit of recent times, but overall, collectively, the market, the movement is strong, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So we look forward to October sales, see what's coming.
Apparently there was something like 200,000 or something, or whatever it was, or whatever.
Right.
Views over the course of the sale.
Right.
So 200,000 of you tuned in and had a look, which is just sort of answers the question about why we don't have public attendance. Not that the whole 200,000, obviously, not that the whole 200,000 I'm going to make.
I thought there was only 22 watching me.
No, there was more than that. I think you've missed some noughts off. So yeah, that's sort of, we don't get asked that so much anymore, but that sort of gives you an indication. Right? So there's 200,000 people at some point are tuned in over the course of the sale period.
That's a lot of people.
And let's just assume then that 5% of those would have made the pilgrimage and come. So that's 10,000 people. We can't cater for that sort of numbers, which is why we're operating as we do. But anyhow, but a big thank you to those that do tune in and do watch and do support us and do hit the like button. It does help sort of raise our profile, as it were. So a big thank you to you guys for that.
Absolutely. Well done. See you all soon.
4,600 pounds.